The main part behind Alliance and what we're looking to do is we take the player from the tail end of World War I all the way through to present day. And a lot of people have been wondering, well, how do we do that? Is it through some sort of time travel mechanism? You know, how are we exactly getting that done? And it's nothing like that. It's actually very filmic in the scope and what you're doing. You travel through these different time periods as several different generations. And you're fighting on the side of an organization that has no borders, that has no capital. It's sort of supervising, kind of overseeing a lot of the events that happen in the world and kind of pulling on the puppet strings of different nations. And you realize pretty quickly on that there's another similar organization, and they're very much counter to one another. And what's going to basically set it apart and make it, make people want to go out and get Alliance over other things are really 3 points. There's three major components to Alliance that we set out to develop to make it separate and really unique for the player. The first one is just the visual quality. It's all running on the Alliance engine, which is our own, homebrew proprietary engine that uses windlight technology. It's this really cool technology that does outdoor daytime lighting with a level of fidelity that's never been done before in real time. When you're traveling through these different time periods, through old Havana, during the 50s, through Russia in World War I, through Berlin during all this turmoil, we wanted these cities to be captured in all of their glory, not dark. I mean, this is going to be daytime, cloud cover shifting overhead, time of day, gradually shifting. There's a lot of shots that are very filmic and really powerful. The second thing, which is absolutely pivotal to Alliance, is the War Studio. We kind of sat there and we're like, well, wouldn't it be cool if we kind of made a game where we really did for guns, what like Gran Turismo does for cars? We said, let's really give the players, let's do something, and we're talking 2001 here, 2000 even, where we started having these ideas, and we're like, let's do 200 small arms, infantry weapons. Not just the M16 and AK-47. I mean, let's go down to the bolt actions of World War I. Let's go through all this. I mean, Japan and Austria and then Czechoslovakia and Switzerland and just all these different countries that developed all these small arms that nobody's ever really used in a game before. And really give players the option to kind of query the different parameters. Really give them this thing called the War Studio, which allows you to look per country and by calibers and dates of production and then ballistic profiles. That's really important too, is being able to, the bullets are dropping in this game, and they're dropping per the caliber, the cartridge. They're dropping per, the accuracy levels of the rifle. What you're seeing is you have sighting mechanisms. You're going to have to sight in your rifle for the appropriate ranges based on the sighting. Is it a ladder sight? Is it an optical sight? Is it just a standard scope? Is it, what are the aperture sizes? All these things that you can change are getting modeled in the game itself. By far, the coolest thing, in my opinion, in Alliance, more than the graphics, more than the story, as much as I love those, is the ability to mix and match within this War Studio. So in multiplayer online, what we're looking to do is really pit anything against anything arbitrarily. So you're going to look at, the example you always give is like a World War I Czech rifle, company against a team of 6 Navy SEALs from 1987. Or even if those restrictions are too limited as far as, well, the Czechs only had Mausers, for example, in World War I, and the SEALs always, they favor their M4s and their MP5s. I want SEALs plus Tommy guns, and I want the Czechs plus RPG-7s. I think that would be cool. Done. That's what the War Studio is for, to be able to set up these different parameters and let people just completely go at it. There's going to be not only a difficulty option in different difficulty, there's also going to be realism options for. So those that are more into kind of an arcade experience and want to fire it up, don't necessarily care about all the particular physical modeled aspects of the bullet drop, can go into more of an arcade type setting for realism. But then we give them several different gradations so that they can go all the way up to ridiculous, milsim level, to where every little part is modeled, and we're not going to be showing you how many bullets you have left in your mag. We talk about these things, and they're probably, your imaginations, their imaginations are running wild with what it's going to be, and it's going to be that. The story is really good. The levels are there. The levels have been crafted. What we're offering is, we're looking to do something that's really, again, going to reward the intelligent player. So if the people really like what they're seeing, they're going to get more of that. It's going to be really tight. We're not going to release a game that's just like the other games. We wouldn't be in business if that were what we were here to do.